After giving us 6 impressive seasons in 7 years, Better Call Saul is finally wrapped up and bade goodbye. Of course, the majority of the cast members went their own ways to find other projects, which left us all wondering, what are the cast members of Better Call Saul doing now that the show has ended? Lucky for you, we've got all the answers in today's video, so make sure you keep watching if you want to know more. Throughout its 6-season run, Better Call Saul featured an incredibly skilled cast, so for today's episode, let's take a look at what these celebrities are doing now that the show has ended. To start today's episode, we have lead actor Bob Odenkirk. Now that Better Call Saul has come to an end, Bob Odenkirk, who plays the titular Saul Goodman / Jimmy McGill, has already lined up a few new projects. He portrays Bob the Goon in the superhero coming-of-age movie The People's Joker from 2022, which unofficially parodies characters from the Batman franchise. In the 2023 film Worlds Apart, which centers on 3 couples who are stranded at home at the start of a lockdown, Odenkirk plays Jonathan Wigglesworth. Bob Odenkirk will play William Henry Devereaux Jr. in the 2023 television series Straight Man, which is based on the same titled book by Richard Russo. Odenkirk describes himself as, quote, a humorously disgruntled professor dealing with the world of academia and the security and instability of that world. Then we have Jonathan Banks, who portrayed good old Mike Ehrmantraut. When reprising his role as the ex-cop turned criminal Mike Ehrmantraut from Breaking Bad, Jonathan Banks gave one of the most stirring performances of his career. The new psychological thriller TV series Constellation, produced by Peter Harness, will feature him in the lead role. Banks will play Henry, a woman who returns to Earth only to discover that some of her life is missing, and Noomi Rapace will play Joe. In addition to co-writing the movie The Damaged with Conrad Good, Jonathan Banks will star in it as 2 Vegas hitmen on a mission. Moving forward to the next cast member, we have Patrick Fabian. The fact that fans' perception of Howard Hamlin changed frequently during Better Call Saul makes Patrick Fabian's portrayal of the character memorable. Since then, Fabian has played the role of Mark in 3 episodes of Big Shot's 2nd season on Disney+. In the horror movie Snow Falls, slated for release in January 2023, he will play River's father. In the upcoming romantic comedy The Other Zoe, Fabian will also play the role of Matt McLaren, a high school senior who discovers herself mistaken for the girlfriend of a student who has amnesia. So what do you think about these actors' future and current gigs so far? Stay tuned because we've got more where that came from. Next on the list, we have Rhea Seehorn. As Kim Wexler, Rhea Seehorn won over viewers with her steady transformation from Saul's textbook adversary to his accomplice in crime. The 4th episode of Season 6 of Better Call Saul, Hit and Run, marked her directorial debut, making her the first cast member to do so. Most prominent, though, is Seehorn's involvement in the TV series Cooper's Bar, where she also serves as co-creator, director, and executive producer. Seehorn has also starred as No One Victim on CBS's The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, Season 8, Episode 26, Kerry Washington / Joe Walsh. Also, on today's list, we have Michael Mando. By portraying Nacho Varga, Michael Mando provided one of the most touching plot arcs in Better Call Saul. The character was initially only a supporting adversary, but Mando was able to transform him into a fan favorite who kept viewers on the edge of their seats throughout the entire episode. In the television series Sinking Spring, which premieres in 2023, Manny Cespedes will be played by Michael Mando. Funny enough, Sinking Spring will follow criminals who impersonate DEA officers and discover a vast subterranean drug tunnel. This contrasts with Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad, which both include DEA agents. Now we move on to Michael McKean. The first 3 seasons of Better Call Saul featured Michael McKean as Chuck McGill, and his performance remains one of the show's most memorable and had a significant influence on the subsequent seasons. McKean made his last cameo in the series finale and has since made an appearance as Sleazy MC in Weird: The Al Yankovic Story. He was also slated to voice a role in Scoob! Holiday, but Warner Bros. Decided to cancel the program. Despite the creative team's decision to finish it, Discovery, the following role for McKean, will be David St. Hubbins in the 2024 film Spinal Tap 2. Continuing with the list, we have Giancarlo Esposito. In both Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad, Giancarlo Esposito's portrayal of Gus Fring solidified him as one of TV's best villains. Following the conclusion of Better Call Saul, Esposito has a ton of projects planned, and he has already voiced the character Faraday in the English version of Netflix's anime series Cyberpunk Edgerunners. He continues to voice Lex Luthor in the Harley Quinn animated series, and he will return to play Moff Gideon in Season 3 of The Mandalorian. Other parts played by Esposito include Gray Parrish in the television series Parrish and Marshall's voice in the Russo brothers movie The Electric State. And then, of course, we also have the other notable actors from BCS. Better Call Saul's writers stunned viewers by bringing back additional Breaking Bad performances, in addition to its regular cast, with the return of Bryan Cranston as Walter White and Aaron Paul as Jesse Pinkman in Season 6. An enduring team was revived. Since Breaking Bad finished, Cranston has had a variety of noteworthy roles, and he will soon be seen in the spy movie Argylle and Wes Anderson's Asteroid City. Meanwhile, Aaron Paul continued to play Caleb Nichols in the popular science fiction program Westworld, which was terminated after 4 seasons. Now, even though most of the cast members have moved on to different projects, some of us are still hung up on the series, especially since there are several questions left unanswered, and here are a few that's been on our minds. For starters, what happened with Gus in Santiago? The mystery surrounding the incident in Santiago, Chile, which was so crucial to Gus Fring's legend regarding the cartel, remains the main unanswered question. Only whispered references to it are made in both Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad. Lalo, Don Eladio, and Peter Schuler, all of whom are connected to Gus's criminal organization, are among the characters who are aware of what happened to Gus in Santiago. Whatever did occur undoubtedly contributed to his standing when he fled Chile for Mexico and helped him establish his lawful business relationships with Madrigal. Gus is said to have saved his deceased boyfriend Max from the slums during his stay in Santiago and then paid for Max's chemical education. Gus's apparent connection to the regime of General Augusto Pinochet, the dictator of Chile, has been the subject of rumors. Gus, whose existence in Chile is unknown, departed his native land in 1986. The same year Pinochet escaped an attempted assassination. Another Breaking Bad spin-off centered on Gus's formative years in Chile would definitely benefit greatly from this enigmatic backstory. It's possible that Vince Gilligan and Peter Gould delayed disclosing what took place in Santiago to preserve their choices for a possible future return to the Breaking Bad universe. Plus, there's one other thing we've been wondering about Gus. Did he and Mike finish building the Super Lab? After issues brought on by Werner's homesickness and Lalo's inquiries, Gus Fring's Super Lab is still unfinished at the conclusion of Better Call Saul. The Super Lab, where Walter White and Jesse Pinkman will later operate, is the location of both Lalo Salamanca and Howard Hamlin's ultimate resting place. It was revealed in the final season of Better Call Saul. Gus instructs Mike to locate a replacement staff to finish the work on Gus's meth super lab now that Lalo's threat has been removed. This occurs sometime after June 2004, and work on the lab is still being done in the interim following Kim and Jimmy's breakup. Gail Boa-Titcher is shown in a flashback in Breaking Bad Season 4, Episode 1, evaluating a sample of Walt's blue meth and unwrapping apparatus in the brand new super lab. This sets the build's completion before March 2008, when the Breaking Bad timeline starts, which is a far longer period than the initial 10 months mentioned in Better Call Saul Season 4. Perhaps work was done in spurts so as not to raise any red flags. Next question, how did Jimmy end up working with Kubi, and why? Huel Babineau, a member of Saul Goodman's A-Team, made his Better Call Saul debut in Season 3, Episode 5, Chicanery. Patrick Kubi was supposed to make a comeback in Better Call Saul Season 5, but Stephen Ogg's Sobchak was cast in his place since Bill Burr was unable to film his sequences due to a bereavement. As a result, it's likely that Jimmy had access to Kubi's information in the Vet's Black Book during the final season of Better Call Saul and had to use it for some sort of plot or ruse involving one of his criminal clients. There are several more questions we'd like to enumerate, but unfortunately we're already out of time. So that'll be all for today's video about Better Call Saul. Among the cast members, which of them got you pumped up for their new project? Please let us know in the comment section below. Before you go, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to our channel with the notification bell on for more videos like these. See you next time, and thanks for watching.